What's up, everybody? Back for another beer review, and today I'm going to be reviewing a beer that was sent to me by a good friend of mine and a fellow beer tuber, that being Rod over at Rod J BeerVentures. So thank you very much, Rod. Truly do appreciate it. If you guys are curious as to what beers Rod sent my way, I'll post a link in the description box to the beer mail unboxing video, and I'll also throw a link to Rod's channel if you haven't checked it out. Great guy, awesome content. I highly recommend it. So, the beer that we're going to be reviewing today comes from the Platform Beer Company, and they are out of Cleveland, Ohio, and this is their High Brow Barista. So this is a Coffee Rye Pale Ale, and it says here on the front, they always have tasting notes, Platform's labels, dry bean, spicy rye, crisp finish. Kind of odd. One cool thing, though, about Platform, they post the ingredients on the label. And, I mean, come on, baby. That's fantastic. So, for malts, they are using Pilsner, Pale, Rye, Carapils, and Caramel 35. For hops, they're using Saaz and Columbus. The yeast is San Diego. And for adjuncts, dry bean coffee. Comes in at 6% alcohol by volume. The Plato is 14 for those home brewing fans out there. And the IBUs are 46. Now, it's a bit of an older can. This was canned on, I believe it says 2/13/18, making this right around just over right around 4 months old. Just over 4 months old, like 4 months and a week, which I don't know if it's going to play a role. I mean, it is a pale ale, so the hops have probably dissipated a bit, but it's coffee and there's rye in there, and we'll see. I did mention it during the beer mail unboxing, and I mentioned it to Rod, although I did see Rod post this on Untapped, I think it was a day before I'm doing this review, and he seemed to enjoy it. So, yeah, I guess we'll see if it holds up. I hope it does, because one thing that I've noticed from a lot of other beer tubers is they don't seem to like coffee hop-forward beers like coffee IPAs or coffee pale ales. I posted a coffee IPA a couple months ago, and people were like, I don't really like those flavors together. They don't like the citrusy tropical fruit with the coffee flavors, and I'm like, I dig that. That's one thing I do dig. So anyway, let's crack in. Let's see what we got going on. All right, so poured most of it in there. Ooh, this has a nice color to it. So I've been doing so many New England style IPAs that when I see a nicely colored beer like this, I kind of get happy. So this has like a deep orange color, like a orange mixed with like honey. It has very fine particulates in there, about a finger of an off-white head, and yeah, it actually looks beautiful. So let's get a nose. Oh, that coffee is still very strong. Yeah, very pungent. Yeah, a big coffee note. And like so many of these hop-forward coffee beers that I enjoy, there's an underlying citrus note to it. More like an orange. Not a sweet orange, just like a regular old orange. Like a juicy orange. A little bit of a lemon zest. Maybe like a mango as well. A little bit of tropical fruit, stone fruit in there. Yeah, mango, apricot. Ooh, I just actually got like a touch of berry note in there. Yeah, like a sweeter, nondescript red berry. Yeah, it actually smells pretty good. The coffee is still strong. The hop presence is still nice. So, I mean, this is at least 4 months old, and the aroma has not really, I should say it's dissipated at all, because I don't know what it was like fresh, but it's still quite pungent and bold, and yeah, it's kind of jumping out of the glass. So all is well for me. Anyway, let's get into it. Cheers, everyone, and thanks again, Rod. Well, that nose has not carried over as well as I thought it would. All the flavors are there. So first off, I do get that coffee character. it's way more subtle and muted and subdued in the taste. As it passes through the palate, there's more of like a zesty, pithy citrus note, like a white grapefruit zest, a lemon zest, a lemon rind, maybe even like an orange peel. In the nose, I really wasn't mentioning that rye spice. In the taste, there's a bit of a rye spice character too, which is nice. Kind of breaks up the coffee and citrus notes that I'm getting, and kind of, you know, brings a nuance in there that I welcome anyway. It's like lower side of medium bodied, so 6%. It's appropriate. Mouthfeel, it's crisp. And kind of, you know, when I say crisp, it does have like a spritzy character to it. I wouldn't say it's effervescent, like it's not, you know, super carbonated, but it has enough carbonation there. There's a lingering bitterness and dryness too. This finishes straight up dry, wanting me to go back for more sips, which I'll do. Yeah, but the coffee character is way more subdued. None of these tropical fruits are actually coming to the forefront that I was getting in the nose. It's more citrus pith, citrus zest, citrus peel. There's maybe a touch of like a mango flesh, but not really. It's not bad. I do think maybe the age on it has a bit of a role to play here. It is, you know, like I said, over 4 months old. I think if I had this even a couple months fresher, it would probably translate into the actual taste a bit more. As is, nothing wrong with it. I'm actually enjoying it. It's easy to drink. It's just not that impactful. There's not a lot of flavors going on, and the flavors that are there are a bit, you know, subtle. So I'm going to give the Platform Beer Company's High Brow Barista, I'm going to give that a 3.5 out of 5. It's a good beer. Nothing wrong with it, but I will say this. I would like to try this relatively fresh again. I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to do so. But I do want to thank Rod for hooking me up with this one. I like Platform beers. I've been to the brewery, and yeah, it's definitely a good beer. If you guys see this one fresh, I'd say give it a go, especially if you like coffee, hop-forward beers. But yeah, that does it for another beer review. And you can like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, the whole 9. And until the next one, cheers.